Tonight, Pastor Nganga delivers a holy slap. Then, Governor Kimani Wamatangi is arrested. And finally, President Ruto promises a SHA 10 times better than NHIF. This is the Nakala Report. Welcome, folks. Welcome to the Nakala Report. I'm your host, Akala. Asante sana. Thank you. Now, folks, you all know that last week was awash with good or bad news, depending on how you view it. That's right, folks. News of dramatic dramas, of the drama that was supposed to be a drama play at drama festivals. Now, those many dramas, also christened or simply put as the echoes of war, aroused the imagination of the country like never before. And truth be told, it was not only comparable, or it was only comparable to the quail egg craze. Remember that? I bet you don't. Anyway, if you thought that the dramas about the drama at the drama festival was the only drama in Kenya last week, then think again. And guess what? You are wrong. Because yours truly is just about to dramatize another drama for you in a dramatic fashion. That's right, folks. There was another drama unfolding in Kenya that can only be comparable to the biblical times when Jesus, God bless his soul, amen, drove out traders from the temple and turned the tables upside down, yeah? So, I know you may be asking, what do you mean, Nick? Well, buckle up, because what I mean is about the mean hot slaps that landed on someone's cheek in one church in Kenya last week. If you like, echoes of hot slaps, yeah? And no doubt, the echoes of slaps, either by default or by design, put to shame the previously reigning Miss Echoes of war. Jimmy?
Me, I hate drama. I swear before God.
Yes, Pastor Nganga definitely hates drama. And not only that, to prove that he really hates drama, he could swear before God. But shockingly, not more than a few seconds after he had said that, the good pastor not only went against his own words, he went straight into creating the grandmother of all dramas.
Unaona sasa? Kenya iko mambo mengi sana. Kenya iko mambo mengi sana. Amka na makofia yako ya takataka. Toka hapa, enda nyuma huko. Kwenda nyuma. Kwenda huko, stupid.
Akwende huko, stupid. Well, and that reminds me of Jesus' exact same words when he drove away those traveling in the temple some 2,000 years ago, which are Lama, Tamene, Ilhani, Tamene, Sabatai. Yeah? Was that right? I think so. That can also be loosely translated into Mimi sipendi drama. I swear before God. All that is thanks to my good Hebrew teacher, one, Bibi Netanyahu, or Rabbi Bibi Netanyahu. And if by any chance you doubt my translation, ChatGPT is readily available for you, okay? But the good pastor, being a great servant of God that he is, and a law-abiding citizen to boot, decided to explain why he rained kicker slaps on that poor man, even though his explanation wasn't biblical and didn't carry any backing from the Holy Book.
Sasa you just tell me, hivi nimechacha hivi na mtu amelala, Na hivi nimekasirika hivi, mtu amelala na kiti ya mbele.
Yeah, you all know what the Bible says in the book of 1 General Commander chapter 2 and verse 3. Ukilala kwa kiti ya mbele na pasta wako amechacha na pia amekasirika, wewe makofi up. But I know what most of you are saying and have been saying, yeah? Oh, he's a wrong pastor. Oh, he's a true servant of God. Oh, my house shall be called a house of worship and not a house of slaps. Oh, this, that. Oh, that, this. And guess what? One even quoted this Bible verse to me in castigation of the pastor. And that is Matthew 11:28, which says, and I quote, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Well, while all that is true, and nothing but the truth, let's for once be fair to the pastor, okay? Let's be fair to him. Why sleep in church, folks? Why? I mean, God has given you 6 full days, plus several other hours on your church day, be it Saturday or Sunday. And then, the best you can do is go to church and sleep? Surely? So, here is some little advice for those going to Pastor Nganga's church. Eat and sleep early, okay? And then, make sure that you have a restful night. Then wake up fresh on Sunday morning. And go to church. But for those who are having sleeping sickness or work night shift, I got you covered too, yeah? Get yourself some potent coffee like, say, Cafe Bustelo Coffee Espresso, or Black Insomnia, or Killer Coffee, or the Death Wish Coffee. But be careful though with those last 2, because you risk staying awake for 3 days non-stop. Not unless he has a 3-day crusade, then you can do the 2, yeah? And after you've had a cup of coffee listed, yeah, those listed, confidently walk into his church. I promise you, you will involuntarily stay awake throughout his preaching. Otherwise, you risk getting slaps and being called
stupid.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned when you come back, our monologue. Welcome back to our monologue, and joining me as always is my partner in crime and my co-host, Mr. Nick Bwire. Nick, karibu sana bwana.
Yeah, asante sana. How are the holidays, the festivities?
No, bado bwana.
Si zinakaribia. What are you planning for the same?
Planning nothing.
Wow, not even going to church?
Maybe. Ama nitatoroka.
Alafu
nionekana after 3 days.
Wow.
Like Jesus did.
Udakufanya maneno.
Into it. And it was a long day on Wednesday for Kiambu Governor Mr. Kimani Wamatangi, who spent the better part of the day at the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission's headquarters in Nairobi. Wamatangi was responding to questions of alleged financial and procurement irregularities amounting to, get this, 1.7 billion Kenyan shillings. And the governor was arrested at his rural home in Kibiku, Kabete sub-county, shortly before 9 a.m. This followed a down raid involving dozens of police officers who surrounded his premises as early as 4 a.m., yeah? 4 a.m. And eyewitnesses estimated the police officers who were at the governor's residence to be around 150 police officers, yeah? 150 police officers. And following his arrest, EACC CEO Mr. Abdi Mohammed said in a statement, and I quote him, Today's operation has yielded key evidence for the ongoing investigations. We have recovered $12 million and $13,000 at the residence of the governor, suspected to be proceeds of corruption. Nick, kwanza venye jamaa alishikwa ilikuwa ni kama wamekuja kushika Osama. Number two, it was alleged that alikuwa na 12, it was actually presented, 12 million in cash plus some other currencies including dollars. Hiyo pesa yote mtu anakaa nayo kwa nyumba akifanya nini kama ni ukweli alipatikana na hiyo pesa?
Well, maybe Nick, that guy wanted to open a bank in his own home. How do you stuff such amount of money in your house? Isn't it a security threat?
Haven't you ever heard of bank crashes? Maybe he was afraid of a financial meltdown and banks crashing, yeah?
Wow.
So aliamua kukuona. But the Indians mostly do that.
But here, this is a whole governor. To say he's not a businessman. Today, we are not calling him a businessman. We know he has a businesses. Yeah. He has businesses.
But he have to dissociate himself with business.
Yes.
As
You
long
are
as
not
the
supposed
governor.
If wewe hata ukipatikana na 1,100 kwa mfuko hapa town unasumbuliwa, umetoa wapi?
Yeah. Wacha hata 1,100 usiku ukitembea kijana hiyo imetoka wapi?
Ni ya nani? Unapeleka wapi? Wewe ni bank. Unajua vile wanauliza maswali haraka haraka hata huwezi pata nafasi ya kujibu. But 12 million
plus another 1 million.
1 million, that is
in US dollars.
Yeah. Oh. And I'm very sure there are people in his village who sleeps hungry.
Definitely.
Bad. I think the law should take its course. Yeah.
But the way he was arrested, like I was telling you earlier, 150 police officers. Who arrests somebody with 150 police officers? Could this be, that could just be a pointer that maybe this is politically instigated. Because this is a governor, a sitting governor, who was elected validly, yeah? So was it so hard for them just to summon him to appear at their offices and he will appear, or they go for him na Subaru kama 2-3 hivi?
Well, as far as I understand, they wanted him with the evidence. Yeah, that's why they went with that large numbers, maybe. Because if they could have summoned him, definitely they couldn't have gotten the money. Si angejipeleka peke yake.
Ange evidence.
Angeficha evidence. So walitamfumania wakiwa na hiyo mali yote. Yeah.
And then again, Nick, there's the other issue. Yeah? We've had so many high-profile arrests in Kenya. You can count them. But they go nowhere. Of course, baba yao naye amejipata pabaya, but just 1 in a million. Do you think there's something going to come out of this?
But something is cooking in Kiambu. Why former governor and why the sitting governor? Why?
But maybe just...
okay, who might be behind this, that they just must be taken into books whenever there's some slight move of scandal? So, okay, if it's true, this money is ill-gotten, then definitely he should as well serve a jail term. Yeah.
Well, let's hope, because we've seen high-profile arrests. Unajua ukiiba kuku, utaingishwa ndani haraka sana. But ukiiba, like now we're talking about 1.7 billion. Hiyo kesi mara mingi inaendanga tu hivi, naende inapotea. Or like Sudi like saying, pale namna hivyo namna hiyo.
Mambo inaisha namna hiyo.
Mambo inaisha hivyo. So let's hope that justice will take its course, and if the governor is falsely accused, he will be acquitted. But if he's guilty of the offenses that have been leveled against him, then he should face the full force of the law. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. When we come back, our thank you notes. Welcome back, folks. Welcome to our thank you notes. And as always, we don't like ending the show without thanking a few things, a few people, or a few instances. So this week will not be any different. We'll thank a few people this week. So Nick, whom are we thanking this week?
The president.
There are so many presidents.
We will have one president in this country.
The president,
Yeah.
not president.
They said the president.
The president. All right, so let's go ahead and thank the president. All right, tumwandikie barua yake tukimthank. Kama hii barua tutapatia Faruk ndiye apeleke ama nani?
No.
Mbadi.
Faruk nzambara kama hana mood mzuri.
Sawa. Wacha lakini itamfikia.
Yeah.
Itamfikia ama through office ya Rachel.
Yeah, still itafika.
Ama ya Kindiki.
Whichever ministry.
Whichever means.
Yeah, ama ya transport is better hata kwanza.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's thank the president. Thank you, President William Samoei Ruto, for promising the nation that Taifa Care will be 10 times better than NHIF. Nick, President, unajua watu wamekuwa kiongelea mambo ya taifa nini shisho whatever, but saizi wanasema wanaita Taifa Care. Na President amekuwa akipata a lot of flags and criticism.
Yeah.
Sasa amejitokeza. Amesema hiki itakuwa italainika kabisa 10 times better.
Yeah, alisema hiyo ingine ilikuwa ya wakora wengi, walikuwa wanaiba huko. Sasa hii haitakuwa na hiyo. Hata kwanza akasifia miradi yake yenyewe mwenyewe anaona iko sawa.
Kama gani hiyo?
Alisifia miradi ya nyumba. Akasifia ukulima. Nilishanyorosha ukulima. Sasa hivi wakulima malipo yao inakuja vizuri. Alisifia vitu vingi.
Lakini Nick,
akisema sasa ni barabara anataka kuendeleza.
Unasemanga there's always a saying here that praising yourself. Why can't you let some other people praise you? Why is he praising himself? And plus this whatever Shifsha or Taifa Care as they call it now, it has had a lot of troubles. Technical, administrative, and actually on all fronts. Do you think what the president is telling us is serious about this, or this is just another gimmick?
Well, he might be serious. Unajua usema. Basi unakumbuka hapo nyuma. While he was campaigning for the former president, alikuwa anasema kusema na kutenda. So kama hiyo slogan bado anayo, bado anasema na anatenda. So haina haja sisi tumsifu, wacha ajisifu kwanza ili tukiona wenyewe ndio tutamsifu baadaye.
So what makes you think we should believe this one? Unakumbuka gasi ya 500? Gasi ya 500. Kumekuwa na nini tena?
Internet ya bure.
Diaper ya wamama wenye wamezaa for 3 months free. Stadiums hiyo ni ya kitambo zaidi ya 10 years almost 10 years
down the line.
Sasa kama hizo zote hazijatimia, this one hii ndio itafanyika kweli?
Lakini ameng'ang'ana akalipa Eurobond juzi. Yeah.
But juzi tu nani amesema Kiaro MP Ndindi Nyoro amesema kwamba we are actually staring at a defaulting.
Yeah.
So unajua kunaweza kuwa na measured stories, you never know who to believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, we hope the president has mentioned that
it will be better 10 times. Yeah.
It will be so helpful to people who have gone through agony. Actually, there have been a lot of Kenyans going through a lot of frustrations about this thing.
Hadi unahofia ukiwa na homa unajiuliza kale ka chemist kana operate isifike kwenda hospitali.
So thank you President William Ruto for assuring the nation that Taifa Care will be 10 times better than NHIF. Sasa ikikuwa 10 times better than NHIF, kuna haja kuenda kwa hizi private kweli?
For what reasons?
Hii itakuwa mzuri sana bwana. Let's thank somebody else.
Yeah.
Who was
Malawian president.
Yeah. All right.
Lazarus, yes. Yeah. That's a very holy name.
Leo tuna thank tuma president peke yao bwana. Kwani tumepanda bei ama nini?
It's better. It's better.
Oh, let's do this. All right, here we go. Thank you, President Lazarus Chakwera, for joining your counterparts or Burkina Faso counterpart, Ibrahim Traore, in banning export of raw materials and minerals. Well, Nick, I think this is the way to go.
It should be everywhere now.
It should be everywhere.
Why? Because we sell our minerals cheaply. They go refine them.
They come expensive.
They come sell us end products very expensive.
Very expensive.
So, in fact, Ibrahim Traore told them some years, was it last year, that if they want, they should come here, build those companies here, mine, refine them here, then sell them, then allow us to sell them ourselves. Because there's no way they can say they have the technology. Yes, they come. They should come, mine from here, use those minerals to make whatever they want.
Then export the products.
Then export the products. Yeah. From here, that will be creation of jobs and stuff.
But you know, African leaders are not visionary. They're self-centered. Yeah. Somebody once said that a leader is somebody who thinks about the next generation. But politicians whom we have are people who think about next election. So they wouldn't even think about that. I mean, bora hao wamepewa, unajua ukikuja wakisundwa kama $1 million, ananyamazia na
ananyamaza kabisa.
Kabisa.
Utawaisikia hiyo scandal tena. Ati nini inatoka nje.
Na minerals not. Now, by the way, why is it that they don't publicize these minerals? Zinatoka lakini wame.
Why is it? Why is that Congo has never ceased to have war?
Wanazitoa tu chini ya maji.
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, about Traore now, he recently offered tax-free. He said that he's going to offer tax-free for companies that are coming in to invest in his country. And even his people are going to have tax-free or minimal tax. So alikuwa namuuliza utakuwa unapata wapi pesa ya kufanya vitu za government and everything. And he told them, you know what? From our minerals and natural resources, you can be able to function vital government programs. And then, those investments that are coming in are going to create jobs, opportunities, investments that are going to run the economy. Huyu jamaa anafikiria kama watu 20, hata sio 20, watu 100 bana.
Okay, he's in the government and he knows where the money is. So he says, okay, this is enough. This can utilize our people well. Why should we invest outside when we can do it ourselves at home?
Kwani yetu hakuna mtu nyakogawa mwenye anajua hiyo maneno?
My friend, in Kenya, and this I'll say for free. Every
Let it be free. Well, let it be for free.
Once you are elected into parliament, the first thing, the ones whom you found there, they give you what we call an orientation.
Orientation.
They tell you, do this, my friend. You are here to get money. You're not here to... Those people go back to the streets 1 year to elections. Please them with a little, then they re-elect you. No, that's what they do.
Can you substantiate those allegations?
And then they tell you you can have 4 lines of phone numbers, whereby the only number they know you do not pick. Period.
Anyway, that is Africa. And Ndinyoro nasemanga that this is Africa and Africa is our business. Yeah. But our business is a very dirty business.
Yeah, they are good leaders, but sometimes wanaharibiwa wakishaingia pale. Alitoka hapa akiwa msafi sana. Kiingia huko ndani. Anaambiwa maneno mengine ile ya kumharibu akili. I don't know what they eat inside there.
There's some jinx or some voodoo ama ni nini bwana, cause it I don't know. Anyway. So thank you again, President Lazarus Chakwera, for joining your counterpart from Burkina Faso in declaring that natural resources and minerals are not going to be exported without first, what do you call it? Kufanya value addition.
Yeah, value addition.
So thank you for watching. Don't forget to keep tuned every Friday at 8:30 p.m. to catch up with the Nakala Report. Thank you, good night, and good luck. Yes, sir.